So you're thinking about becoming a home-based travel agent. Awesome! And if you've done any searching at all, one name just pops up everywhere, right? InteleTravel. It promises this super easy on-ramp to the industry. But the real question is it the right ticket for your journey? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down. I mean, who hasn't had that dream? You love travel, you're good at planning it. Why not turn that passion into a real business you can run from your own home? It's such a cool idea. But, the biggest roadblock is often just figuring out where on earth to even begin. And that's usually when InteleTravel shows up. You see it everywhere because it promises a simple, direct way in. So let's put that promise under the microscope, shall we? Let's see what you actually get. Okay, so the core appeal of InteleTravel is built on this really powerful idea, giving you a complete business in a box. It's designed to hand you everything you think you need to get started, right from day one. But first, let's get a key term down: host agency. Think of a host agency like InteleTravel as the big umbrella company you stand under. They're the ones who provide the official credentials, all the industry connections, and the booking tools. I mean, trying to build all of that yourself from scratch, that would be a massive, massive job. And here it is. This is the main reason so many people sign up. It basically just demolishes the traditional barriers to getting into this industry. Instead of this super intimidating, expensive process of starting from zero, InteleTravel gives you a simple on-ramp to get going. So what's actually in this box they give you? Well, you get your official credentials, which is huge. You get a booking engine that's all ready to go, and you get access to this giant directory of suppliers. We're talking cruise lines, resorts, the whole shebang. It's basically a turnkey system built so you can start selling travel like tomorrow.
Quick break. If you're a travel agent and you need a beautiful website for your business, you can check out Travadias.com. With Travadias, you can create your own travel agency website in less than 5 minutes, with no coding required. Just visit Travadias.com or click the link in the description below this video to get your free travel agency website.
So that's the dream, and it sounds pretty great, doesn't it? But as we all know, every dream has a price tag. So now it's time for the reality check. Let's really break down the costs involved here. The cost structure really has 3 main parts. First, there's a one-time startup fee. That gets you in the door. Then you've got a recurring monthly subscription, which is kind of like your overhead. And then the most critical piece, the commission split. InteleTravel keeps a percentage of every trip you book. Now, this is totally standard for host agencies, but that exact split is a huge factor in how much money you can actually make. And this brings us to the absolute bottom line. This is the math that will make or break your business. The commissions you earn have to be more than your monthly fees. It's simple arithmetic, really, but it's the most important question you gotta ask yourself. Can I realistically sell enough travel each and every month to actually make a profit? All right, so we've covered the tools and the costs. But what about the knowledge? I mean, how does InteleTravel actually get you ready to be a great travel advisor? Let's zoom in and take a closer look at their training program. So their training is basically broken down into 2 main stages. First up, you've got the foundational modules. This is the 101, the absolute basics of the travel world. Then you dive into what they call supplier certifications. And this is where you learn the nitty-gritty about a specific cruise line or resort, which is super important because that's where your commission checks are going to come from. And the general feeling out there about the training seems to be this: it's fantastic for beginners. But if you're a serious agent, you'll probably find yourself needing more specialized education down the road. In other words, it'll teach you how to book that Disney cruise, no problem. But if your dream is to become the world's go-to expert for, say, luxury safaris in Botswana, you're going to have to find that advanced training on your own. Okay, so we've looked at the dream, we've had a reality check on the costs, and we've peeked inside the training. This brings us to the final and, let's be honest, the most important question. When you put it all together, is InteleTravel the right fit for you? And ultimately, the best choice really comes down to which of these 2 profiles sounds more like you. Are you the hobbyist advisor, selling travel part-time, maybe just for friends and family, and you really want a simple system and some nice travel perks? Or are you the serious professional? You're aiming to build a full-time career, create your own unique brand, and you're focused on maximizing that long-term profit. Your answer here really does change everything.
So, after looking at everything, the verdict is pretty clear. InteleTravel really shines as an entry point. It's a fantastic, low-risk way for a hobbyist or someone totally new to this world to get their feet wet, learn the ropes, and start selling right away with a system that's all set up for them.
So here's the big takeaway. InteleTravel can be a really excellent first step into a much, much larger world. It provides that on-ramp. But the most important question isn't just about that first step, it's about the destination. So where do you want your journey to go?